Now, I have my own suggestions, and one of them begins with all of you, okay? And this comes from attending a budget workshop last year in March. It's symbolic, it means a lot, but probably means a little in terms of finances. I suggest that the committee explore the possibility of suspending the stipend all of you receive and eliminating the cost of health coverage for the members of the committee who receive health coverage. Now, recently, in this past Sunday's Daily Record, it talked about 3 of our members taking advantage of the health insurance coverage at a total cost of just under $20,000. I think the figure was $19,650. Well, last year when I sat in on the workshops, early Saturday morning workshops, that cost I thought I heard was $15,000 per person, not just under $20,000 for 3 people. Now, what does that do? Okay, it's more symbolic than it is substantive. Why? Because it'll demonstrate to all of us sitting out here that you're a leader. Why? You're a leader because you're willing to show you have the ability to share in the sacrifice that all of us will ultimately have to experience. And the other suggestion I have, which I wanted to say tonight, along with hearing about the proposal, was I know these 2 words are dirty words in this town. Bonded debt. We've been able to avoid it to this point, and that's great, and it's a credit to the committee. But there are virtues to exploring bonded debt. You know, some invest, we have portfolios. In those portfolios, we have bonds. We invest in other municipalities. We're not investing in our own municipality at a time when, for the town's purposes, interest rates on bonds are low and bound to get lower over time because inflationary concerns will cause the Fed to increase interest rates, which will drive down the interest rates of bonds. So it's something that I suggest this committee explore because it can provide a bridge both in time and in finances. It provides it's estimated that even if we are successful in replacing ratables now, that it won't benefit this town for another 3 to 4 years. Well, you know what? In 3 to 4 years, we can float those bonds and buy them back, which right now short-term bonds are being offered at a rate of 2 to 3%. That is not overwhelming for our town if we're not facing a crisis. What it does, it brings in much-needed income immediately, and we worry about the cost when we have the money and when we rebound in detracting ratables over that time gap. So those are my suggestions. I am not against or for the proposal submitted by Mr. Schleifer or Mr. Faramoska at this time. I need more in the way of a defined savings to make that determination. I'm glad to hear that they've made a revision even tonight in the proposed ordinance because it shows their willingness to keep an open mind. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Dunn. May I answer? Thank you. As a background, I'm a senior analyst, so I also go on facts. And I did ask for factual figures on how much this would save, and I was never afforded those answers. So I did actually ask for those facts. Now, as far as the other things you brought up, very good ideas. I had some, if you were listening before, I had some also good ideas about cost savings. As far as the suspending our stipend, I'm for it. I don't know if the others are for it, but I'm for it. As far as health insurance goes, I had that. This is what I brought this report for, this study, because I was certain that somebody the fact, where are we going to get the money to do this study? I will give up my health benefits, the cost of my health benefits, if it's put towards this study. I will not give up my health benefits if it's put towards decommissioning a traffic light or putting it down the black hole in the budget. We do a study, take my health benefits.
Thank you, Mr. Dunn. I elected, when I started here, being the new kid on the block, right up front, I run a small business. I could have saved that small business $20,000 in terms of the cost for my health care, but I said no. The reason I said no is because this township is facing a huge financial burden. So right up front, I waived it. Right up front.
Well, congratulations.
So did I for 2 years.
And so did I.
And
Okay,
I
so
brought up
you
the
know.
stipend last year, and nobody went along with it.
Yeah, I was there.
accused
I
of
remember.
politicking.
I was
accused
there.
of
I remember.
politicking, So,
I did it the
agree
year
with you.
before, Ken, and also nobody.
You know,
went
it's a
along with it.
small savings, but it means more than that to the constituency of this town. Thank you.
I just need to chime in here. I don't take the health benefits myself. So, you know, I think this is just a red herring. But I thank you for your comments, honestly.
Well, Mayor Sheridan,
Yes.
whether right or wrong, the Daily Record reported that 3 members do. I don't know if that's true. I know last year when I sat in on a workshop, there were 3 members that did partake in the health benefits.
I thank you, and I appreciate
Now,
your
probably, I know I know former Mayor Francielli gets paid health benefits for life, and I know John Sheridan is on the police retirement health benefits. I know that I get the health benefits, and like I said, I would gladly waive those benefits if you could do a study on the DPW, a professional study.
Just for clarity.
For
I'm on
clarity,
Medicare, okay? You it would be nice if you got your information straight just once.
So, you don't get any health,
Next member of the
you don't get
public,
any
please.
police health benefits.
I know I look like
Do
I'm
you?
40.
No,
That'll probably change.
you don't get any health benefits from the police station.
Next member of the public, please.
Oh, I guess you don't
speak.
deserve an answer.
Bob Orgelli, 27 Deerfield Road. One question for the new members of the committee. You have this departments, the 2 departments, and now you have another department that is called services, or is this just something up there in the air that doesn't involve any people or what? How many departments do we have?
We currently have 2 departments.
Right. the
And my
two-
proposal would be that we would have 2 departments. The only difference, if I wasn't clear, is that we would shift the parks labor component into this new services department.
Okay.
That's the only difference.
All right, so this department you're calling services for the time being does not exist per se. Okay, everything, I agree with Ron. I thought we'd get more hard information. I do not see at all where doing what you're planning to do with all of your study and the way you've presented it, and you seem to love lordly language, and I enjoy lordly language, so it came across very well. I just don't see where the savings are going to come from, where the money is going to come from that you're going to save. I think you have to go back, do more work, ask more questions of people who are involved in the township. I noticed that you called several people before your group asking their opinions. You could have called my group. We've been involved with the township for years. I've spent thousands upon thousands of dollars of township money over the years, okay? I have a staff of 8 working for me in the Landmark Commission, several of which have master's degrees, business people, extremely erudite people who know about getting things accomplished. Maybe if you approach a few more groups like ours and other committees in town to get an in-town feeling about this, you might have more knowledge and something more to work with, okay? We put a lot of time in this township. We don't get paid a dime. We don't get health benefits or anything else. Everything we give is gratis. I think that perhaps we should be heard. Thank you.